discipline performance or dismissal of specific employee.
Sir, I do know the
District-
law.
Shh,
I know the law, I just need to know why.
shh, quiet. Gotta finish reading this.
Interesting.
Number two, collective negotiation matter for deliberation of salary schedules, three, imminent or probable litigation, four, evidence or testimony presented in the closed hearing, and five, student disciplinary matters. Thank you. We adjourn back in a few minutes.
You gotta be disrespectful.
It's okay, it's okay.
Footage, it was just amazing. I was a student and I advanced, and to see it again revised and the children just, it really just meant a lot. So hats off to those kids, hats off to the staff. You all did a wonderful job. I'm looking forward to the next concert.
And one more thing for me. On Monday, there was a bullying symposium, done by, the Rosa Parks staff. There was concerns about bullying in our last board meeting, and they stepped up with the symposium. It was kind of sparsely attended, however, the, information that was given was very, 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 germane to how the children, and there were a lot of children there, so that was a good thing. How they can recognize being bullied, how it can be remedied, what the steps they need to go through to bring it to the attention of an adult, their parents, teacher, and that the school is always going to be there as a resource for them. And the resources that were given was very, very good. And I just would like to say hats off to the staff for doing that bullying session.
Anyone else?
There is a need for increased support and representation for the Latino community, as more than 50% of the students identify as Latino. However, securing proper representation for the Latino community has been proven challenging, as Mabel Chapman, West Harvey Dixmoor 147 School Board Secretary stated that to apply for a board seat, BPAC leadership seats, or PTA leadership seats, parents must be citizens with a clean background.
I did not say that, ma'am.
This requirement effectively bars Latino parents who are legal permanent residents but not citizens from running for school board positions. This situation raises concerns about discrimination based on immigration status, which can be seen as a form of national origin discrimination, particularly given its disappropriate impact on the Latino communities. This has affected very much. Also, under the laws, individuals convicted of felonies or infamous crimes are prohibited from serving on a school board. However, such as Kenneth Henderson and Mabel Chapman appear to conflict with these legal restrictions. Kenneth Henderson, who repeatedly has not one but two felony convictions, possession of a controlled substance, and domestic battery, was appointed to school board and even challenged other candidates for board seats. Similarly, Mabel Chapman, who has a record of 6 counts of fraud, including stealing $4,000 from a church and facing felony charges for allegedly helping steal $500,000 from the school district, and has retained her position on the board.
Thank you. Next.
When I left that other meeting, Kenneth Henderson basically offered me a job so that I wouldn't run, and my question is, how does he have the right to do that? Like, you know, like she said, he has 2 felonies, he should not be sitting on that seat. Apparently he's not here today, I don't know why, but I wanted to let you guys know that he offered me a job so I wouldn't run. I did not take it, he challenged my paperwork and everything, of course, whatever. But, sorry. I didn't understand, I just had surgery, sorry. Why? Why is he offering us positions that he can't even make? Because he couldn't even tell me what the position was, but he's like, hey, I'll give you a stipend and make sure you stick to your people and your people only. What does that mean? What is my people? Because I come from a background where I'm half black, half Mexican, so which side am I staying on? And you assuming I'm Hispanic, but I am, and I unpacked like 2. So what are we doing? I didn't think it was appropriate. I decided I waited to tell all of you guys in front of everybody, like, that was not right. He shouldn't have done that. I didn't take him because I'm fortunate enough not to be that desperate, but I needed you guys to know that that wasn't right.
Thank you.
Can I address the elephant in the room? No? Okay.
Hello. I have a child at Rosa Park, and he has been constantly bullied. He has an IEP. I'm trying to figure out, yes,
Did you speak with the principals?
I have. I spoke with the principals. I had a meeting with the superintendent and the principals about the bullying and things. My son, was gonna commit suicide.
Well, ma'am, can we ask, so it's sort of like bordering public humiliation for your child?
It's not a
I'm just saying,
humiliation
this
for
should be
my
discussed
child.
in closed session.
I discussed it in closed session, and I just feel like y'all feel like if he protects himself or if he, defends himself, then it's not considered bullying. How is it not considered bullying if he's being bullied by the same kids that he's been bullied since 3rd grade up until he's in 5th grade? And I also feel like some of the teachers are bullying him because he has IEP. Do y'all care to address those concerns?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to address your specific son's concerns in the public meeting. And-
Oh, it's other kids. I have other
Now,
parents
Let me
too.
finish, ma'am, I listen to you.
Okay.
I'm not going to discuss your specific son's special education needs in a public meeting, nor should we do that with any child. Secondly, you said you met with the superintendent.
Yes, I have. Mr. George, I have met with him.
Okay.
Still stuff going on at school.
And you met with the principal,
Yes, I have.
and the issues haven't been resolved, so
No, it
I'll
hasn't.
see if I can help them resolve them.
So,
So this is my concern, ma'am. So you have some issues with your child. You raise it with Dr. Jordan and I'm assuming the principal of the school,
I raised it with them.
and no one's working with you, no one's attempting to resolve the issue.
No one, they say that
just
they're gonna
ignore
resolve
the
the
issue.
situation, but it's stuff still going on.
Okay,
It's stuff, so if he protected himself up in school, then once he reacts to a certain situation, then he's getting suspended, or he's being, and he's being restrained. Y'all don't even have no policy on restraints for the teachers in the school? Cause if y'all don't wanna discuss it, I'll just send it to the news. I'll send the pictures and everything I got to the news.
ma'am,
If that's
you have
how,
the
if that's
right
what y'all
to
want me to
what you
do.
wanna do.
I am.
But we thank you for
I
bringing
am.
the issues.
I am
will
good.
Additionally
I am.
investigate and give the board a report.
I have.
I said I will.
Oh, well,
The
I
other
tried to come here
superintendent-
last time and then y'all closed the meeting.
I have never closed any meeting for you.
I came here
As a
last
matter
time
of
at
fact,
6:30
the last meeting, and I'm
and
gonna say this again.
I was here.
To you and any other parent in this district, I am more than willing and open to meet with you regarding any situation on any day.
I've
So let's
called,
make that happen.
I've called up here, trying to talk to the superintendents.
We
I got
we don't
emails.
have to go through this. I'll
Okay,
get
well,
in
I'm not
with
gonna
you
go through
tonight
it
and
either.
we'll
Okay,
do
that's
it.
fine. Y'all wanna see the pictures? Is the news here? I can show the pictures of my
That's what
son
it's
here.
about,
Right.
then, we're here for a different reason. And the reason of this board meeting is not to humiliate your child. or try to
My child ain't gonna be
humiliate someone on
humiliated.
staff. But the purpose is the meeting to other meeting is to bring the attention to the board and give them an opportunity to address your issue. We're not here to argue, we're not here to
I'm not here to argue
grandstand,
either.
we're not here to make anyone feel bad. The only way you're gonna resolve issues is to understand what the issues are and to make sure that the issue is being addressed.
Okay, that's how y'all wanna do it, we can. We
Bullying.
definitely can.
is as American as apple pie. I have been dealing with this issue as a board member, as other board members have had meetings and talked to the point and been this back and forth. Particularly, it had to be, guess those kids out of high school now. The board set up meetings at King School because it had gotten so bad, and the parents, some of them had some language barrier issues as well, that they were coming to us. And so we set up a meeting and we began to try to address it. It was difficult then, it's difficult now. America is becoming the bully place. What do you expect kids to do if grown people are bullying each other? So that, for me, I'm looking forward to this board, these parents, these teachers, coming up with a plan that we really can combat this bullying. It's a culture, it's a way that we deal with each other. And we as a community, whether it be administrators, board members, teachers, or little kids, we've got to learn to live with respect of one another. And bullying is not gonna change until we change our attitudes toward one another. If we come in here and certainly if my child is being bullied, I'm gonna come in here upset. And if I'm feeling bullied as a board member, I probably will start reacting. And so that ain't gonna work. We can sit here and argue as adults all day long. But if we really care about these kids, we're going to get past our personal and petty issues and deal with the real issues. Kids are talking about suicide, and I see it happening across this country. And I don't want it to happen in 147. I don't want it to happen to anybody's child. So whatever we need to do to work cooperatively to save our kids. Enough of this, you don't like me, I don't like you, I'm different, you're different. It's time for us to understand that we're all the same when it comes to our issues. We're a 147 family. And some families are just, what they call them, dysfunctional. And if our 147 family has become dysfunctional, then we need to do whatever it is we need to do to change that and not keep passing it back and forth. It's an intimidating subject because it's the way of the world. Whoever fusses the most, talks the loudest, longest, or whatever, intimidates people who aren't doing it. And so kids learn what they live. And so we gotta make a different place here for our children, our parents, our teachers, and our administrators as well.
Okay, thank you. All right. The next item on the agenda is.
Sir, I have a comment. Yeah, public comment. So I addressed the board before. I'm Ryan with the Harvey Historical Society. I live in District 152, but I had to come tonight because I've heard some really, really concerning things, not just as a Harvey resident, but as someone who's taught. I've taught junior high and high school French. I taught at Thornton for a few years. So I know it's difficult, and your job as staff and the board is difficult. It's not easy when you're dealing with education. You have a lot of irate parents and challenging students, and there's a lot to juggle, but I'm really concerned because I've heard just accounts of systematic shutting out of our Latino neighbors from this district in general. And I don't know if you're aware, but I was talking to some folks in Dixmoor, and Dixmoor is now 60% Hispanic. Look at this board. Is there any Hispanic representation? So, right, there is an election, but and not so much that, because, sometimes you don't have to be Hispanic, and you could be a great advocate of diversity and inclusion, but what I'm hearing from the parents, from my neighbors, is that their kids are being harassed. They're being harassed as moms. Like what this lady's saying, unfortunately, that's not, I've heard a lot of 147 parents, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm already running for 152. We have enough problems, okay? We're the chicken wing scandal district. We already know that. But 147, what's going on over here? I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm more in tune to 152, but I just had to speak up because, like I said, I have my own neighbors coming to me, and they're like, you guys have to help us, the rest of Harvey, the rest of the region, because the board, the principals, they aren't listening. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, I was also told you have 2 interim superintendents and they're being paid way over the legal limit. Are you aware that we have seniors, we have people here that are being pushed out of their homes because they can't afford the property taxes? Are you insane? Why are you paying for 2 interim superintendents? I mean, that is not right. And how much are they making? And why are they interim? And what are the processes for getting superintendents that the community wants? Not just a few connected people. So, like I said, I don't know the details. I'm in 152. I'm just here because I've had a lot of crying, anxious, sleepless neighbors that are in turmoil over what's happening in 147. So I can only, speak up for them. So thank you, and, hopefully we can bring some order and some answers.
Thank you. This item on the agenda is approved November payable in the amount of $1,923,464.06. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Kelly. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Chapman. Any discussion? Roll call.
Cujo. Aye. Chapman. Aye. Smith.
Aye.
Bowman.
Aye.
Bradley.
Next item, approval November payroll in the amount of $899,385.39. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Chapman.
Second.
Second by Ms. Bowman. Any discussion? Roll call.
Chapman. Aye. Bowman.
Aye.
Cujo.
Aye.
Bradley. Smith.
Aye. The next item, business on the agenda is board committee report, policy committee.
Per the Illinois Association of School Board Policy Packages number 115, 116 have been placed on your agenda under new unfinished business and new business. One 115, 116, and 117, my error. This is the second read for 115. 116, initial read for 117, and there were some, issues for the 115 that, procedures that had to be approved. And that's it.
Thank you, for the policy committee report. Next item on the agenda will be superintendent report. No report? We already did the, finance at 6:45, Cujo Kelly. Next item on the agenda. Board approve, the consent agenda, items 1 through 38. Any board member wish to pull anything off action item 1 through 38? May do so now. If not, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Kelly. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by, Ms. Chapman. Any discussion? Roll call.
Cujo. Aye. Chapman. Aye. Smith.
Aye.
Bowman.
Aye.
Bradley.
The next item, personnel, items 1 through 11.
I'd like to pull, item number 10, Mr. President.
Okay, item will be pulled. That'll be now item 1 through 9 and 11. So, is there a motion? Is there a motion to approve item 1 through 9 plus 11?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Chapman. Is there a second? Second by Ms. Bowman. Any discussion? Roll call.
Chapman. Aye. Bowman.
Aye.
Bradley.
Aye.
Cujo. Aye. Smith.
Aye. The next item of business, unfinished business, press policy 116, second read and adoption. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Kelly. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Chapman. Any discussion? Roll call.
Cujo. Chapman. Aye. Bowman.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Bradley.
The next item is new business, item 1 through 5. Any board member wish to pull in? Oh, we gotta do this separate, I'm sorry.
1, 4.
You gotta do 1.
1, 4, and 5.
Yes, 145. All right, can I get a motion to approve items 1, 4, and 5? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Kuja Kelly,
Second.
second by Ms. Bowman. Any discussion? Roll call.
Kuja. Bowman.
Aye.
Chapman. Smith.
Aye.
Bradley.
The next item, item number 2, approve the 2024 certificate of levy. Is there a motion?
2 and 3.
Separate.
Oh, separate, okay.
Separate.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Chapman. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Bowman. Any discussion? Roll call.
Chapman, aye. Bowman.
Aye.
Bradley. Kuja. Smith.
Aye. The next item, item number 3, approve the certificate of truth in taxation certificate if of compliance. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by, Ms. Bowman,
Second.
second by Ms. Chapman. Any discussion? Roll call.
Bowman.
Aye.
Chapman. Aye. Smith.
Aye.
Kuja. Aye. Bradley.
The next item, business conference request, items 1 through 6. Any board members wish to remove anything? All right, is there a motion to approve item 1 through 6?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Bowman, is there a second? Second by Ms. Kujo Kelly. Any discussion? Roll call.
Bowman.
Aye.
Kuja. Aye. Chapman. Aye. Bradley. Aye. Smith.
Aye. FYIs, for you?
None this month.
All right, look at the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Chapman,
Second.
second by, who is it? Ms. Kuja Kelly. Roll call.
Chapman. Aye. Kuja. Aye. Bowman.
Aye.
Bradley.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye, meeting is adjourned. Time now is 8:13.
Are you with the news?
No.
Yeah, and I want to show y'all my son's back from what a teacher did.
Yes, 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 yes. Definitely.
Mr. Ryan. No, Mr. Ryan.
Yes. Sure, sure. Yeah, just give me a minute. Bum, 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 bum. Right.
You can't answer
And I'm
questions.
filming you
You don't
now.
have the permission to film me personally. This meeting is over.
Well, you're still in a public place, so if you don't want to answer on camera, then don't
You can
answer.
leave now.
But
Both
as
can play the-
we can see here, Mr. Williams just, and he doesn't want to
Oh,
answer
you're
about the
posted.
concerns.
Oh.
All right, have a nice
Okay,
day.
you can leave.
And I'll remind you, this is the boardroom that taxpayers pay for. They pay for everything that you do.
Board member.
Do you see how they treat people? I want everybody to see this. You see how they treat people? You see how he just yelled at me and threatened me? How much do you pay him? Do you guys know? Because I don't live in this district. How much does he make?
Okay, you can leave now.
We pay for this. Do you, taxpayers, you pay for this room, right?
The meeting is over. Thank you.
How much does he make? I was told it's a lot of money. And then he has the balls to tell people to leave the room that they pay for?
You can leave. Or be escorted out.
Meeting is over with, so legally it's closed down. So,
Right. And that doesn't excuse how you're speaking to the public. That's not excusable. That's extremely inappropriate. So taxpayers of 147, you see how the board treats people. I'm very disappointed.
You should be.
And we'll follow up on those salary questions.
You should.
Y'all have a good evening. Thank you. You as well.
stand right here for me. Okay.
And here we are. All right, so 7 residents want to comment on video on how horrible the treatment was. 147 residents. We'll have to verify the salary numbers, but I know that they make a lot of money.
There's supposed to be transparency with the salaries. Anyways, well, let's move over here.
See, no, you're fine. You're fine. I just want everybody to see what's going on. So as they kicked us out of the room that we pay for as taxpayers, so now we're going to have our own conversation down here. I wonder if 147 taxpayers realize this is how their board treats everybody. Like, it's horrible. No excuse.
Horrible and unprofessional.
And
I would
unprofessional.
say.
Right.
Disrespectful and no home training.
And well, this is what we want to also bring home to the viewers. I don't know if you saw in the video how they spoke to the woman who had the concerns about her child being bullied. I mean, this is not acceptable. I mean, you have kids that commit suicide because of being bullied. So it was just horrible how they dismissed her concerns. So we'll have to be following up more on this, be led by the folks that live in 147. We support, but I guess you got to come out to more meetings, folks.